All right. We're back. King Midas is back. We owe you guys a video. It's been a little bit, so here we are back again with another haul video of some things, and some things to talk about too. We finally got an Artgerm Collectibles order from their website that I placed in May of last year, and then the customer service rep, awesome lady, gal, said that the order was technically put into effect in September of 22. I'm like, no, I put the order in May. Like, you want to say September is when they should have been ready to ship, but we're in January of 2024, and I just got my books. Mind you, one of them they couldn't find. It was a 1 in 100 X-Men Hellfire Gala from 2022 that Artgerm did of Jean Grey. I wanted that 1 in 100. They didn't have it in stock. They couldn't find it anywhere, so I got refunded the money. Really upset that one was the one that they sent or went missing, or they just didn't have any copies of, I guess. I don't know. It's unfortunate. However, I got the other two. I was looking for some sort of other compensation, or like, last time they made a mistake with something. I got a signed Artgerm, like an art book from them, which is really cool. But I didn't get anything this time, except for the slabs that I bought. I got refunded my money on one slab, but then the other two. Now, I almost thought that both of these were normal blue label, and to compensate, they gave me the yellow label signed ones. I go back to the receipts, the emails. Looks like I went ahead and bought the signature series, which makes sense with the price point, because these are just the B cover cardstock variants, and not like virgins or anything. So had they been just blue labels, maybe they'd be like $59, $69. Instead, they were $99.99 because of the signature. So first up, this is again from October. This book came out in October of 2022, apparently, which is weird. Okay. I placed the order in May to pre-order them. That's what happened. Okay, got it. So this is Action Comics 1046. Y'all remember this? They did the swimsuit variants here. So this is the Supergirl that Artgerm did, and you can see a signature right there, right on her little skirt. So in the 9/8, thank you, Stanley. Can't say enough about what they normally do. Artgerm Collectibles, their website, their whatnot shows, always do an amazing job. I've never had a problem until these slabs that I ordered, these 3 slabs. It was really unfortunate. And then the other one here is the Poison Ivy issue number 3. This is also the one, if you follow him on Instagram, that he drew on his wife's bag, which is really, really cool. So Poison Ivy number 3 by Artgerm in the 9/8 signature series there. Beautiful, beautiful book. All right, so now that's out of the way. I'm going to show you guys. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we'll just start here. So the 2 things I'm going to show you is I got a collection from somebody, and it was the simplest transaction ever. He wanted to buy a lot of books from me. He's a very big fantasy reader, so he loves his Conans, his Red Sonjas. He likes Lady Death, stuff like that. What else is he big on? He usually and just anything horror related. So I had a whole bunch of Red Sonjas, Lady Deaths to give him, but they were incentive variants, high end, highly sought after, like the Jenny Frizzin covers and stuff. He's like, oh yeah, I want all of that. So I'm like, hey, these are all pricey books. Luckily for me, I had a lot of duplicates of that stuff, so I only gave him my duplicates that I had, and I was still able to get an entire palette. We had 4 long boxes, 6 shorts, 2 binders, because they were like from the early 2000s, and I think like 6 other boxes that just happen to have comics in them. So we've been kind of going through them. Nothing spectacular. Nothing spectacular. He's literally a guy who loved reading certain things. He actually has almost every single Bloodshot. I think he has every single Bloodshot book. So there's a lot of Valiant. And, don't get me wrong. A lot of those Valiant books, awesome reads. Monetarily, not the best. But the fact that I got all this off of a trade, and then I got another palette of books that he's going to give me about the same amount, the box-wise, I think that's a steal. So we've been going through it. I'm going to show you guys a couple of the things that were in here. Again, a lot of modern stuff, but collections like these I love, because you just find all these quirky, unique things, maybe certain variants that they were buying in stores that you're just never going to find anywhere else. So I'm all about that. Hard to find books, low print run, final issues, and we got some of that to show you. So first off, we have some of these cool little ash cans here. This one is actually a foil Madman Adventures. I don't actually know if that's like an official ash can or not, or what it is exactly, but it's just kind of cool. Highbrew Entertainment there, little Savage Dragon action. Shadowhawk Saga, who cares about Shadowhawk? Not so many people. We got one of Pit, so that's pretty cool. No idea what those are, to be completely honest. All right, next up, we have some Wonder Mans. Of course, you're doing the Wonder Man show. Speaking of shows, everyone watching Echo, I got to catch up. I'm only 2 episodes in. And there was 2 copies, and then one is a newsstand. But as you can see, a lot of these books weren't in bags and boards, and they were just in regular boxes. They weren't in comic boxes or anything. So dusty, dirty, and if they weren't bagged and boarded, they are messed up. In fact, the cover here is what you guys can see, split. So that's unfortunate for the newsstand there. That one is split. Again, some Moon Knights, issue 14. So now we're getting, we're diving into the 80s a little bit, but again, these aren't in the best condition. So, $2, $3 at best. Not even. I think they can go in dollar bins for sure. We have a Marvel Comics Presents issue 1, so that is technically a key there. So there's that back with man thing. You gotta always show the back there. The Captain America number 1. Sam Wilson. I think that's the second series, right? We have 2 copies here. Batman and Robin Adventures number 1 in Mylar, so kind of cool. We have Batman, the Man Who Laughs, but the OG, like square bound book. This actually has some value to it. This is in Mylar here for Batman 66 number 1, but beautiful Michael Allred artwork. One of my favorites. All right, where are we going to put this? I heard this is a low print run series here for Rags. He doesn't have like the awesome variant covers of this series, but it's pretty wild. So 3 issues of that. So because they're low print runs, I do think they have a little bit of value. Again, in my opinion, if it's over anywhere from the $6 to $10 range or over, it's a win in my opinion on a lot of this stuff. Steam Age Wasteland. What's funny about this, I showed you guys that one. I went out of my way to buy it off like for $8 on my comic shop, and he has it in here. We got some Justin Michael Lisner action here with Damsels number 2. Good to see that. These are really cool. I've never seen these. Asylum Press Warlash Dark Noir. The bags don't really do this justice, but these covers are super unique, super cool. So I don't know who the artist is on these. Might have to look it up at some point. So 3 issues of that. It's pretty cool stuff. Fangoria Comics for this book called Bump. So just like a cool little horror book there. We have a Wolfenstein comic. Good to see that. Love it, actually. Okay, yeah, it's just a thick boy. It's a thick boy. Next up, I don't actually have this, so it's kind of cool to add. Unfortunately, it's like I want to say a 7.5 condition on this, but the Obama Wins Spawn 225. So cool to see that. The one that you want is the Romney Wins issue, like the What If, Don't have this free Comic Book Day Lady Mechanica. I'm trying to get all the Lady Mechanica books, so happy to add that. Some Art Germ. We just talked about Art Germ there. So Horizon, and then some Ruby. So good to see those. Those might go up on the store. I think I do own both of those. So, and more Art Germ action on the Batgirl. Derek Chu's Supergirl. This awesome Ben Oliver Ninjak cover. A bunch of Ninjak in there. I'll have to go through. These are really cool because they actually have some value. John Wick number 2. That's like a $50 book. Isn't that crazy? And then another like $60, $65 on issue number 1 here. And they are actually near mint. Again, things that were actually bagged and boarded are in pretty good shape. So Green Lantern Space Ghost, so just like showing that. Do own that book already, but it's a great cover. Some Ninja Turtle Amazing Adventure action. Those are always fun. Probably give that to the son. We have some Mad Max. These Fury Road books are actually have some value. So Furiosa, of course, they're doing the prequel movie. Immortal Joe. And then issue 1, because there's 2 parts. And then this is the Nerd Block exclusive cover. Cool to have those. This one I'm kind of bummed about because it's like super beat up. DC versus Marvel Comics issue number 4 in a newsstand. But it's had its fair share of good times, I will say. And I can't remember if this had any monetary value or not, but Annihilation Scourge, Beta Ray Bill. Cool book. Alright, last thing I'm going to show you guys here is an order from Things from Another World from November 13th. Going to just kind of show you the best or my favorite covers from that buy. Again, these are all FOC buys. Unfortunately, they missed 2 of my art germs. I ordered 2 copies of What If Dark, Tomb of Dracula, where, what's her name is on the cover. I can't remember her name, that hangs out with Dracula in the Marvel Universe. But awesome cover. Ordered 2 copies of it. It's not in this box. Now, because this box was shipped November 13th, or sometime around that period, it's way past any kind of limit of, hey, sending in an email and letting them know you didn't pack this book, I want a refund. So that refund window is out the window. Pun intended, right? So I need to do a better job of, as soon as I get these boxes, just open them up to check to make sure the inventory's in there. I got like 10 boxes that need to be opened. So now I'm kind of pissed because I feel like someone's going to be missing in another box. This isn't the first time it's happened. Unfortunately, some people can miss things from time to time. There was a stretch of time, if you guys recall, if you're watching videos from like a year ago, where they missed quite a few big books, and I was really pissed off about it. And then because they were variant covers, they obviously didn't have another copy of it, so they had to refund me money instead of, or rather than being able to send the book itself. It's ridiculous, but I'm off my tangent now. Let me continue showing you guys these books here. So there were 2 variants that we did order. We got the 1 in 10 Sonic, the retail incentive variant for issue 66 from November. Remember, comics come out once a month, right? And then this is the Art Adams Savage Red Sonja. Yeah, Savage? There's like 2 Red Sonja books going on right now. I think this is Savage, number 1. So the 1 in 50. Facsimile time. Of course you got to get these. Wonder Woman's number 1. Her first solo dolo. And it looks like... paper does this when it gets printed. I know you guys have seen this before. You see those marks on there. I wonder if that is something that disqualifies books. Do you see them? It's just like when they get printed out. But sometimes printing defects, CGC doesn't really hit too much because they know that happens. And then they did foils because everyone loves foils, right? So I picked up 3 of those actually. FOC cover reveal here of Zawa and the Belly of the Beast. Scotty Young action, good to see that. Some Vampirella Dracula Rage, issue number 3. Selena goodness. And surprisingly, these Dynamite books, Lucio Parillo, of course, aren't messed up. So normally the paper quality is ass. Phil Noto on the Thanos there, doing the Infinity Gauntlet. Good homage cover. 2 Kendrick Lim Thanos covers. Good stuff there. Looks like the Chiefs scored again, so Miami is slacking. Ninja Turtle Street Fighter, the final issue there, issue number 5. Then we have Sheena, Queen of the Jungle. 2 of those. Lucio Parillo again. John Royal doing his best J. Scott Campbell. We have a Scotty Punisher, and then the issue 1 that came out a couple months ago. Beautiful Poison Ivy stuff for issue number 16, Otto Schmidt. And then the David Nakayama, he also did the 1 in 25, which was like a minimal trade dress, and it was red, I believe. Josie and the Pussycats Anniversary Spectacular of my Archie stuff. Unfortunately, it looks like the back has a spine tick in it, so it is now officially a 9-2. Like, officially a 9-2. Joker, Man Who Stopped Laughing, issue number 12. Christian Ward. That's some beautiful, yep, every time Bill Sienkiewicz does anything, we got to pick it up. Guardians of the Galaxy, issue number 8, the Knight's End variants that they're doing across every single book. Firefly, The Fall Guys, Justine Florentino. Beautiful, doing the B covers on all those. We have 2 Sozo Micah Souza on Fire and Ice, Welcome to Smallville. Issue number 3. Dark Ride, number 9. Look at this cover, man. Seductive. Got some good ass creep show action here. Love to see it. Both copies. This is a sick cover, dude. The fingers through the severed head. The head's being used as bowling balls. And his fingers right through the eye socket. It's crazy. Scott Forbes on that Birds of Prey. Frank Cho doing some Batman. Those Disney 100 Spider-Man variants. Good to see that. And then, of course, we just talked about Wonder Woman, right? And here's her first appearance. All-Star Comics. Oh, excuse me. Wait. Am I wrong in saying that? Is this her first appearance? Or is this the Justice Society? Just the Justice Society. Oh, I thought I was the expert. It's the first meeting of the Justice Society. And of course there is a foil of that as well. So we'll clean that up. I just put my fingerprints all over it. But we'll clean that up. And then last but not least, Abbott 1979 here. Zoo, I believe, right? No, Suspiria. However you pronounce that. Ooh, might have butchered that one. But hey, I thought this was a cool, unique set of books to show you guys. I definitely wanted to gripe about, I just wish that people could, these warehouses, get these orders correct. Accidents happen, so I'm not going to be too upset over 2 books. Everything else still came intact. And what's great too, even with packing peanuts, these books never really come damaged. I don't know how they survive because I'm not bagging and boarding them anymore to cut on the cost. So it's kind of wild that they come intact. So hey, there's that. You gotta cut your losses and then what's the word I'm looking for? Your victories, like celebrate your victories. That's what I mean. All right, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm looking forward to going through this other collection. You guys are going to see a lot of that stuff as well pop up on the website, so be sure to check out deepincollectibles.com. In my next video, I know it's been a week already since Clandestine, the January show. I'll talk about how that went. And then in February, Super Bowl Sunday, they do it every year. Super Bowl Sunday, they're going to do another Clandestine Sunday show. So if you're in the DMV, I highly suggest checking it out. It's a really good time. Get to talk football, get to talk comics. So come by. We're going to be set up. It's going to be a good time. Hey guys, thank you so much for checking out the video. Do all that great social media stuff, and we'll see you in the next one. Enter that vault and bag and board them.